there. This is Pennie Heart to Heart. I'm Pennie Hunt, and I thought I would jump in here on your New Year's Day and chat with you a little bit about 2018 and 2019 and what's been going on in my world and what's going to happen in the year ahead. So I have not done a lot of Facebook Lives in the last few months. 2017 was an interesting year for me. It was going along just fine, and then, as many of you know, I was in a car accident, and that slowed me down. So for the last 7 months, since the accident was in June, I have not been quite as active on social media, especially on videos, and not been quite as active in my life, and a lot of things. Oh, how was 2018? I'm going to talk about that. I was having a great year, and then as life happens, life happened to me, and the accident put me down for several months. In fact, put me down in a pretty drastic way. And I'm not used to doing that. I'm not used to being down. I am a person who's very active. I like to be doing things. I wake up with a list in my head of things I want to do for the day. And I'm pretty convinced that I don't have enough time in my lifetime to accomplish everything I want to do in my life. And so I'm always busy, always trying to do. And I like it that way. I like to be active. So for me to be put in a position where I was not physically able to do everything I wanted to do, and even above that, have to ask for help, was kind of against my nature. And so it slowed me down quite a bit. But I learned a lot. I always like to look at the good things in life. And what was good about the situation is it did slow me down and gave me time to contemplate and think about life. Now, ironically, I pick a word every year, and I've written about this. I posted yesterday about my word, my gratitude jar, about how I write every day what I'm grateful for. And once a week, I put a note in my gratitude jar of all the things I was grateful for that week. And so I wrote about that yesterday and encouraged you to maybe use the word gratitude for your word in the coming year. I don't do resolutions, but I do one word or phrase, and that is what I try to live by for the year. Ironically, my word last year was self-care. Now, one thing I've learned is be careful about what word you choose, because I thought I was doing a good job taking care of myself. And looking back now, I think that word, maybe I wasn't doing quite as good of a job as I thought. And so my accident forced me into some pretty intensive self-care. Isn't that funny? I thought it was a pretty innocent word. I thought it was something I could do on my own. And obviously, maybe I wasn't doing it well enough. And so the universe decided to help me along and help me learn a little deeper self-care for myself. So if there was something good about it, I think that's what it was. It taught me how to be vulnerable. It taught me how to ask for help. It taught me how to take care of myself in a deeper, more intensive way than I've ever done in my life. And so that was how my last half of 2018 went. I had some difficult times, but overall, looking back on it, I think I learned more good things from it than I ever thought I would. In fact, my husband, when we were chatting last night about our year, mentioned to me that when I said, what do you think the best part of 2018 was? And he said, your accident. And I was stunned because I didn't think of my accident as the best part of the year. But he said, it's because you're still here and you survived that accident. And if you saw the pictures of my car and heard about my accident, it's kind of a miracle that I am still here. So I'm pretty excited about that. What is my word for the year? I'm being asked a lot of questions here. I do have a new word for the year. I have the word fun. And it is because the last part of 2018, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't fun for me. And I think that's a pretty safe word. I mean, what can the universe do to me except help me have fun? I learned about self-care last year, so now I just want to have some fun this year. And I want to do some things that I didn't get to do last year. I turned 60 last year, and I had a list of 60 things I wanted to do before I was 60, and most of those I was not physically able to do. So I'm looking forward to a new year, a new start, a lot of fun things. Some of those things on that list I have thought about and decided maybe I don't need to do those things. And so my goal for 2019 is to live by my word that I've chosen, and that is fun. I wanted to do a couple things in this live time with you. I wanted to, first of all, thank you for 2018. I had so much support and so many messages and so many messages through all kinds of social media, through texting and Instagram and emails. I love to get emails. And people supporting me and hoping I was okay after the accident. My wonderful husband, during the first couple months, kept you posted. He would do some posting for me and shared about the accident. And then for a while, he took over sending out some past blog writings and newsletters and things just to keep you active, keep me out there in the social media world while I was unable to do it. And I thank him for that. I thank all of you for sticking with me, sending me all your words of encouragement through all of those outlets, and all the love that I felt during that time that I was healing and recuperating. And I just want to thank you for my year of 2018. It was a challenging year. It was a learning process and a healing process, and all of your support made that easier, and I felt the love from all of you, so I thank you for that. One of the things I am most grateful for, somebody asked me what was big for me in 2018, and as you know, many of you know, my book came out in 2018. I realize that is backwards. And I'm not sure I remember how to turn it around. But my tip book, my Love Your Life No Matter What, 76 Tips to Live Life with Love and Gratitude. And that is my battle cry always, to live in love and gratitude. So it is a book of tips in case many of you have ordered it. It's on Amazon, it's on my website. And we've already sent the second shipment to Amazon because the first one went out the door like hotcakes. And I've been receiving a lot of orders through my website, so both of those ways you can get it. But this little book, my book of tips, what I'm going to do in 2019 is work on a tip a week. And I'm going to start this next week. I'm going to post a tip, and probably Monday, the first part of the week, and write a little bit about it, explain a little bit about it. During that week, I will do a FaceTime Live, chatting with you about that tip, and hopefully you will join me and tell me how it affects your life, how you use it in your life, and we'll go from there. We'll see how this goes. 76 tips will take us through 76 weeks of 2019, and then we'll see what we do after that. But I think it's going to be a fun exercise. I hope it encourages you, if you have the book or have given it as a gift, I hope it encourages you to use the tips. And I'm going to give you much more detail and depth about what I was thinking when I wrote the tips, why they came to me, how I use them in my life, how I think they can help you. And hopefully it will be an interactive kind of thing that you can talk to me about. And especially during the live videos, I'm really excited about doing that tip a week in 2019. And I also would love to hear from you what your word for 2019 is, or your resolution, or whatever you do. Maybe you don't do either one. Maybe it's a new idea that I haven't even thought of that you do for to begin your new year. And I would love to hear about that. So my whole intent for this Facebook Live was to say thank you for 2018. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for reading my newsletter and joining me on these lives and sharing my information with others. Thank you for those who have ordered my book and given me such great feedback on that. And the other piece was to tell you I'm back, and I'm going to start doing these lives every week. I will do one on the tip a week. If I have a new writing that week, I will also do another one on the writing, as I was doing the first part of last year. And so you'll see my face a lot live on here, and I hope you can join me for that. So thank you for 2018. Thank you for everything that's going to happen wonderful, I know, in 2019. Thank you for being my friends and my supporters, and thank you for being with me today. This has been Pennie Heart to Heart. I'm Pennie Hunt. Thanks for watching.